Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to another episode of Shadow Empire as Phoenixstate. Last episode, we held back Colding while moving forward to consolidate our gains in Pacifica and threatening their other city right here. I think this is all one big zone too, so this is the only other city, and then they'll be down to just their capital. They pushed us back, but they took losses to do it. Ooh, they took a lot of losses there. They're pushing hard. Oh, I took pact with just tanks, and that didn't work out too well for them. Yeah, I think the RPGs are doing their job. I'll be happy to get those tank destroyers involved as well, though. Yeah, that's very favorable. National budget. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Staff, secret, interior, supreme, applied. No changes. I'm happy with that. No. Foreign affairs, no changes. Protests in Kanasi. Happy to just give them money. Wow, that is almost a guaranteed success.
Aye, aye, sir.
Not a critical success, so we still got some danger. Alright, that was quick. Now we can get back down to here. Let's move them into position. Get these guys brought up. Excellent. And then I think there, and there. It's an interesting salient. Alright, tank destroyers, we want them. Plains Rocky. Definitely want at least one here. And the other one there. And we'll keep the artillery here. We can attack either one. Let's get the recon down there. Let's attack this one. They have higher readiness. And apparently Colding's doing all-out attack and still just getting a fairly even result. So I'm happy to just let that happen. Just looking. I wasn't actually going to attack. Wanted to see what it would look like. I could get 2 more tank destroyers, assign them to the siege corps, and stack them up, 1 here and 1 here. Possibly both over here. Nah, just the 1. That'll cover all of the non-mountain territories. I'm liking that.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully they'll be foolish enough to attack some of the tank destroyers. Move the tanks up there to reinforce that while they start entrenching. Everybody else is kind of in a stable position. Almost got that last guy in position. And then we have good old First Corps. Do I want to try to push out? Can't really attack the guys I want to. Still try to push out though. We'll hit them from multiple angles. Try to maximize our damage to them without being able to surround them. That'll probably... oh no. Odds are decent. And I trust them against the slavers. What's this? Mercenary outpost. Yes, please. We'll take the free folk in that town as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meanwhile, let's take a look. Is it any better? Yes, we're seeing improvements finally. Workers still pretty upset overall. Starkshans was still quite a large population. Albion, we should be able to get power bank and the high-tech factory. We could have had the high-tech factory this term, but no, I had to go and start the power bank. It's fine though. Yeah, I'm going to leave that road intact because we're going to want to push supplies up this way. We will want to block it from going that way. We shouldn't need it to go that way. We shouldn't need it to go that way. And as Pacifica gets the people it needs, which I'm gonna... I can't pop them in yet. We just don't have the supply level. Can I push a railroad down there this turn? It's a possibility. 84.5, that is good.
Roger that.
No, we don't have that one anymore. So we can cut off supply in that direction. And so many roadblocks. What does a railroad look like? Wowzers. Ah, because it's going through mountains and stuff. Plains rocky. Plains rocky. Okay, that's good. So we can get around that. Is this? Nope. Perfect. Checking to see if it was mountains in Pacifica. So that way we can get a railroad all the way into Pacifica. We are not crossing. Oh, yes, we are. This does not apply to rail logistics. And see, that pushes a bunch of supply. That only a fraction will get there. Actually be usable, but even 1% is significant improvement over what the road is pushing by itself. So that should see a pretty big improvement. Meanwhile, the Staff Council, Heavy Grenadier Infantry, may be able to get it next turn. Cost, yep, we'll have it next turn. Excellent, excellent. And yeah, Golding's down to 2 zones and we're threatening Naxburg.
Yes, sir.
Push a few more spies into there. That's dicey. Hey, we did it. That's plenty of supplies. I mean spies. Let's get the efficiency drive. And let's do the war games. The cabinet retreat. And do we get the governor? Nope, we don't have any of those. Which is fine. I think it's governor convention or something. Pardon me. We haven't done any of our other stuff yet. RPGs. Oh yeah, we still got plenty to swap out. And everything else is already upgraded. So, taking a look at first SHQ. We need to upgrade those. ARPG 2s. LMGs are fine. Abrahams are fine. And yeah, let's see. We can raise 2 tank destroyer battalions. Actually, 1. What have we got? This is the 4th Siege Corps, which does have attachments already, but only has 1, because it has the recon motorcycles. So we can raise 1, raise another, and attach that to the 8th Corps, because they also have a motorcycle. battalion. And that'll cover all of our territories over here. We'll actually move these guys up to here as soon as probably next turn. I think the tank destroyers should be able to make it. And an underpower. Light diesel. Yeah, they might not be able to make it in one turn. So the turn after, we'll retake this X. We take a look at our others. The 11th is a good candidate. For having tank destroyers as well. I think I'll wait on that. We want... get our artillery in place, get our RPGs. And then the rest can go into soldiers, which isn't much. And then we're looking at finally getting some metal in there. Which I don't have any core soil demetallization facilities yet. Not yet. As soon as that high tech is done, we'll be there. So I think everything is looking peachy keen. Yeah, we can see Belelier pouring in down here. Truly the behemoth of this planet. Haven't checked the victory screen in a little bit. And I know it's... Ooh, yes, excellent. Good movement of the tank up there. Oh. Much worse for them, but that was bloodier battle than the other ones we've seen over the last couple turns. I'm interested to check the victory screen though, see if Belelier Pax still meets the victory conditions. Oh, that's glorious. Now we're starting to bleed Colden. Oh. Corruption. There's our operationalization of heavy grenadiers, which we're going to switch to that for sure. 13 machinery, whatever. 259, whatever. New stratagems. Victory overview. Yeah, they would still win. They're over 50 and more than 25 higher than the next highest, which would be us. Starkshan's still on the board. No, I don't want your candidate. Leader of SF. Enforcement. We actually like them. I don't mind hiring more leaders. 3 leaders. Let's get it done. Let's get 5. Now I am going to go check the unit types. Assault Grenadiers are Grenadiers with tanks. We have Siege Grenadiers, which are Grenadiers with artillery. Then we have Storm Grenadiers, which are grenadiers with tanks and artillery. I think having the Siege Grenadiers would be good, especially since we have that Siege core. I don't necessarily want to mechanize anybody yet. I should at some point, but it can wait. Yeah, I'm going to get the Siege, then probably the Storm. Major Worker Strike Instructions, we'll pay them off. Which is really pumping our democracy score, so I'm not expecting that corruption epic to matter all that much. Come down here, almost there. We can cut these ones off. They are fully surrounded now. Can't quite hurt them yet. Let's cut off this road if we can. Sit here and squat on that road, limiting their supply level to whatever comes out of this city by itself. Before, okay, yep, everybody's in supply. Move this one down there, this one will come over here. And that frees up this siege infantry to move to wherever I need it to go. I think I will attack here. Excellent.
Yes, sir.
And we'll continue to bombard this one. Excellent. I'm curious how much armor these tanks have.
Yes, sir.
Because we practically destroyed them without even... Yeah, they've got minimal. Well, more than 5mm. But still pretty minimal amounts of armor. So the heavy artillery has no problem.
Yes, sir.
Now we're still set to attack. It's a ridiculous amount of troop frontage. If we reduce the infantry, we just use the tank destroyers offensively, which gives a lot of extra armor. And with their malices, I really want to try it. So I'm gonna. Just wait till next turn maybe. Add in the third one. But I'm really curious with that level of... Okay, that actually worked out really well. Able to push them back. Get the recon into there. The next turn we might try to attack this one. Start squeezing them back to where we want them to be. I don't really want to give up the entrenchment by taking that free hex. Not yet. I want to keep this western front fairly static for the moment. And then on the slaver front, can we push through here? That will seek to divide the two separate north-south ends of the formation. If we take the center of their formation, we can possibly get around can't quite take that hex. We'll take one of the infantry, we'll see how that goes. And then the last infantry will guard our supply lines. Something a lot of people seem to ignore when considering surrounding troops is that when they're surrounded, they don't retreat. So they fight on to the end, where it's easier to get a retreat result if you have a superior force, if they have an escape route. And then you just whittle them down. I know early on in the series we were looking at that, and I was under the impression that surround and destroy would be better. And while that's usually the case, it is not true 100% of the time. Alright, yes, seeing improvements in happiness. Not everywhere. Kinda see a little bit behind in quality of life. Their pay is no different. Interesting. Looking at the worker pay, they're upset about their pay in Connoissee, but not in Debt Mold. Paid the same. Populations aren't too different, and Connoissee has the better quality of life. Shrug. Is what it is. So we should see that we have the high tech, we have the heavy industry, everything should be running at max, except for things like the fuel depot, because I really don't need those right now. Oh yeah, and the bureaucratic office. I forgot about that. Yeah, I need to get that up and running at full capacity if I can. We don't need biofuel right now. Just brought the high-tech facilities on the line. And I think first, because we have to choose between food or resources. We are lacking in metal. How much did the food cost us? 500 metal. Mining facility costs us way more. I'm going to go for the soil demetallization first.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
We have just enough to complete it, and we'll be increasing or getting some amount of metal each turn anyways. So we'll limit our expenditures. How is Starkshans? Worker happiness is still a little bit low. I would like to fix that, but I'll have to wait. Pacifica, they're still getting over things. And that'll be the only other zone that I'm supporting. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. That works for me. I'll draw natural borders. Get this sorted out. There we go. And I'll just draw it out to 6 and leave the rest as dark chant. There we can see it. Looks nice and tidy. Colonials we'll send to Albion this turn. Have a few more recruits. LMGs, ARPGs. Loader 1s. Loader 2. We'll get those replaced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get another tank. We have the machine guns, we have the RPGs, we have the buggies. I have not built a surplus of tank destroyers, and I don't think I'm going to. Not yet. We'll start getting those soldiers. Actually, let's take a look at our order of battle. We have grenadiers. We have 1st MG Infantry Battalion or Brigade. Alright, they're fighting the slavers. We have the Grenadier, which we can upgrade them to Heavy Grenadier Infantry Corps. So they'll almost double in machine guns and RPGs, and they'll be at full infantry. They'll send a few home. That should be a little bit more efficient for our use of forces. Heavy Grenadier Infantry Corps. Siege Infantry, which we're going to wait for the Siege Grenadiers. Actually, can we upgrade these to Heavy Siege? Don't want Storm Infantry, and I don't want to motorize them, because then they can't go into the mountains. Heavy Grenadiers. Heavy Grenadiers. Heavy Grenadiers. Ever since I played a few of the other games that I've had the pleasure of viewing, I have fallen in love with Grenadiers. They're just good all-rounders. They don't take as heavy losses as regular infantry on the offensive, They're still pretty defensive. And they're a bit more manpower efficient. And I just really enjoy that. Oh, nice. I'll have to remember that this is a thing I can look at. Alright, now what does our replacements look like? Yeah, that cut that down quite a bit. But we need a bunch more machine guns and RPGs now. So I will get 10 companies of RPGs, 5 of LMGs, and we'll get them swapped out. And then we should have a surplus. That'll take care of our infantry problem. Probably. I don't know, we might still be shy on infantry. But we're replacing them with more effective units. Unfortunately, I think we're going to be a little shy on having the time to generate another turn. Although, let's at least take a peek. We'll see how it goes. Did I do my efficiency drive this turn yet? Nope. Or if I did, well, I did it twice now. We can do another cabinet retreat. We can do another war games. Making our people nice and happy. And leader-wise, what are we looking at? Kathy Ion Love. Oh yeah, we know about you. Until they've declared for a faction, I'm not really that interested in them. So I think we're doing well for the people we're using. And war. Should I move Vlad around? Ah, he's high in war. That's why. Could move him to the Supreme HQ. Wow, he's got a slew of tactics. And yeah, we do have enough time. I'm going to go ahead and generate the turn, but we won't do anything with the next turn. And we'll see if we can squeeze in 3 turns next episode. I think things are looking a lot more stable, a lot more comfortable. Our population problems are slowly resolving. The only potential issue would be getting stabbed in the back by Belilier packs, which may well happen. Colding does try the attack, relieves the siege. Oh, successful attack there as well. They lost a bunch of tanks, and we didn't lose any of our tank destroyers. Outstanding. No success there. Oh, we got their attention. They're coming down south now. Now that we cut off that road. A lot of movement on the front. And that's it there. Did lose a number of infantry, but we destroyed 50 tanks. That's pretty good. Civil delegation. We might try that with Belelier to improve relations. But that's something for another episode. So I hope you enjoyed. Appreciate you staying to the end. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.